Okay, welcome my friends to this short tutorial. I'm calling this one Dreamweaver 3. Oh my god, just a new Java update. Whatever. Dreamweaver 3, it's upgrading our homepage. So this supposes you've already done Dreamweaver 2. You've made a very basic homepage and you've linked it up to X10. So if you haven't done Dreamweaver 2, you need to pause this, go and do Dreamweaver 2 first. So let's go ahead and come into Dreamweaver 3 now. I'm going to make a little bit better homepage. So I open up Dreamweaver. You open yours up already too, hopefully, or do that. And you want to open up your index page. And you always got to remember, when you want to edit your pages, you have to open them up in Dreamweaver. If you just go into your Windows folders and click it, it'll open up in a browser. So I open up my homepage. So it looks just like this right now, right? Something like that. Like you guys, I started linking up some of your stuff. Like I just linked up Andy's yesterday. So yours looks like this, right? Here's Andy. He's on the X10 site. There's his web address. And his very basic page, just like the one I made. Welcome to my CP world. So then let's change it up a little bit. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to go down here to page properties, down to the property inspector. The property inspector, if you haven't figured it out, is like where all the main tools are that you're used to using, like bold, italics, how to make bullets, how to do your indentations, how to change your fonts and stuff. So page properties allows you to make some pretty big changes to your entire page. You could set a default font, for example. So all your font would be one certain type. You could set one text color. All I'm going to do is put a background color. I like the pastels, kind of soft background colors. Just kind of my preference. And so, I don't know, whatever. We're we're Eastern, right? Eastern, not Michigan. Well, let's say we could be more like Michigan State. I never liked that. So we could put maybe a soft green, I don't know, as a background. Notice you could also put a background image, but you'd have to go ahead and download an image first to do that into your drive. But I'm not going to do that part. But if you want to do that for extra, you could. So a nice weird green color. If you're going to do a dark, just a general rule, if you're going to do a dark background color, you want to do a light text, and vice versa. So I'm a little bit of a lighter background color, so I can stick with black text. So instead of welcome to my CP world, I'm going to maybe change that up and welcome to Richter CP College Prep. I don't know if I need to write that out. I'm going to center that out, make it look a little better. I'm going to pick a font now. If you haven't noticed, I like Verdana. That's my favorite font. You probably can't see this. I think when I selected it, it went off the screen. But so I like Verdana and bold. You can check different sizes you want, whatever. 14. Yeah, so I'm gonna make it 16. So that's pretty good. Welcome to CP World. So what I want to do here is, and I centered it. I didn't even know if I said that, but I put it in the center. Make a little table. We want to make a little table, and you could do it. Well, if you want to do it left justified, that's more traditional, and in some ways it kind of looks better probably. But I'm always doing stuff in the center. So whatever you want, you decide. But make this right here on the table, right up here where my mouse is. You could also, if you don't see that, you could say insert table. Either way, you could get to it, and it probably remembers your setting from when you did the photo page, if you did that. So I want to switch it up a little bit. I want just one column. I don't need a bunch of columns. And maybe I'll just start with about 5 rows. And I'm not going to make it 100%. Look what I'm going to change my width. I'm going to make it about 65%. So that means 65% of whatever the page is. If the page is wide, it'll be 65% of it. If the page is narrow, it'll be 65%. So it will change depending on how big the page is. If you do pixels, it'll stay the same size no matter what. But 65, I like the percent. Thickness, if you want to make a little thickness to it, you can. Padding, spacing, that's like how much space is in between each cell. So you could play with that and see. Now, even though I said left, it went to the, even though I thought it was centered, it went to the left. So I'm going to click on the table itself, and I'm going to say align center. There, I'm going to get it there. Now I'm going to say my assignments. And I'm going to go ahead and change that to Verdana because I like it. I'm going to make that bold. And I'm going to make the top cell a background color of gray, kind of a soft gray. so I can see it, my assignments. Nice. And why not center that too? So now what you're going to do is you're going to list that first one you did, class. I want to teach you how to make hyperlinks, class photos. I'm going to go ahead and change the font. And now to make a hyperlink in Dreamweaver, it's pretty cool. You highlight it, whatever you want to link. So I'm going to highlight the words class photos. And then I'm going to go over here where it says link. Now be careful, the BG and the link, they look the same because they have this big box, and then right afterwards they have this little weird point to file thing, and then they have a folder. So they both look the same, background or link. Make sure you're in the link box. So you're going to click on point to file, and you're going to click and hold it, and then drag it, and you touch whatever you want to link to. So I want to link to class photos. I see mine. Yours might be inside your pics folder or hour one folder. You know, yours might be somewhere in there, so you may have to look around for it a little bit. I lost it. So maybe find that file first. If you haven't done that file, well then you really can't link it. So you could do that later, but for now just leave it blank. So I'm going to go ahead and click and link, and that's it. Now it's linked. Now I'm going to press save. Now if you try it, the link, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in Dreamweaver. To try it, you have to preview it. You have to press F12, or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to upload it to my website and try it. Now one other thing I want you to link, so if you get the idea now, what we're going to do as the class goes on, as you do more little mini assignments, you're going to link them up to this page, and then you're going to put them onto your home page. And then for me to check your work, I can just come here where everybody's name is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to link all your names up to your home pages, so I can just go to your home pages to see your stuff. So it's kind of nice. But let's do one other thing. I wanted to show you how to do how to make links to like websites. So just for kicks, I'm gonna make a link to Khan. It's kind of like almost like a bookmark. So I'm gonna change the font because I want to make all my fonts the same. So I probably should go to my page properties and make the whole page be Verdana. Remember, if I went down here, page properties, if you're like that, if you have a particular font you really like, you could go here, and then that way all the font will always be the same. So now how to link up to a web page, that little point thing doesn't work because it's not a file. So I have to go to the internet. I'm going to actually go to Khan. Actually, I have a link already. So I want to go to whatever website I want to link to, and I'm going to just go up here and right-click, copy it. When you right-click and copy it, highlights it. Now you come back over here, you highlight whatever you want to link, and you go down here to the link box. And instead of pointing to the file, you right-click and paste, and it just types it in. I mean, you could just type it into http colon blah blah blah, but you got to type in the http colon / part for it to work. Boom! Now that's linked. Those two things are linked. So why don't you go ahead and link up Khan too, so you know when you're at your home page you can jump over to Khan. And then one more thing, why don't you link a couple of faves? Faves, like, you know, your favorite websites. Just for kicks, just to kind of get the hang of it. Maybe one or two favorites. I want to show you a neat little trick. I'm going to link up to SI, because I like SI, Sports Illustrated, and then ESPN. So I'm going to link up both. But that little trick is that little line, that's vertical line. It's kind of weird to see it. You don't really see it in your keyboard. It's right above the Enter key. And on your keyboard, it looks like it doesn't look solid. It looks like it's like a little dash and a dash on top of each other. You have to use the Shift key to get to it. It's right above the / or is that /? / So it's right above your Enter key. You'll see it. So I'm gonna go ahead now, go back in the internet, link up Sports Illustrated. Oh, look, I already have a thing for it. Copy that, come back over to Dreamweaver, just highlight the part I want to link, paste. See, it's a lot better than like putting that whole address in. I just link the words. And then ESPN, I'm going to do this manually because I just know http colon / ESPN.com. Now save it. Now let's see if this stuff worked. So what you have to do now to we want to upload it to your actual website on X10. So you have to connect. Now just try it. Hit the connect button. If you're lucky, it's just going to connect right away. Double check to make sure it connected. Press that little guy. Remember, that shows you what's on the right and what's on the left. And over on the left, I can see that I am in, it connected right away. I got lucky. I don't know how it's going to work for you guys, but I have a feeling it won't always connect. What happened last year is most of the time, you would have to go in to manage sites. It would forget your username. So you have to go to manage sites, edit. So I'm going to show you just in case. If it works, then you don't have to do this part. You can skip it. But if it didn't work, you have to come back into here. And for a lot of you, your username will be erased. It didn't save it. Now, maybe with Windows 10, it saves it. But with Windows 7, it would always erase it. So then you'd have to go back over. You know, it's a little bit of a pain. You'd go back over to X10 hosting. You'd have to log into your X10 account. Hopefully it's going a lot faster today. And then once you got into your X10 account, unless you memorized it, you would see your username. So some of you may have to do this part. If you don't, just skip to like 12 minutes because that's probably about when I'll finish. Here it is. So then see now, there's my username, Richter C. So then I can put that in there. And then you got to remember your password and then test it. Oh yeah. So there, I got that. So some of you may have to do that. Now I can connect. And now what I can do is upload this page. So I'm going to, since it's already open, I'm going to click on the blue arrow. I'm going to say put I'm going to say yes. Remember, dependent files are pictures. I don't have any pictures, but I just say yes anyways. Now the moment of truth, come back over here and check and see if it actually worked. So I'm going to go to my page. Hopefully you bookmarked. Oh, look at this. I'm live and it already updated it. Sometimes when I noticed with X10, you may have to hit refresh like 5 or 6 times for it to actually load. But now check it and see. Con. Yep, it worked to Con. Sports Illustrated. Now here's the moment. Class photos. Now it's going to get this file not found. That means, think about it. I'm clicking on the class photos, but I didn't upload class photos. So it's not there. So I need to upload this class pics. Now I didn't ever did this assignment, but you guys hopefully did. So to upload it, I'm going to click put, save it for sure. Yes. Now I don't have any pictures, but anyways, just to show you that it worked. Now come over here, click class photos. See that? It says file not found, but when I hit refresh, there it is, class pics. It is there. So keep this in mind. You may be a little confused at first, but there's basically every time you make a change, you change your home page, so you had to upload that. But I also linked it to a new page that wasn't on X10 yet, class photos. See, now when I look over here, see it's not here. When I hit refresh, there it is, class photos. It is there. But it wasn't there before. So that's why when I was trying to link to it, it would say file not found. So just keeping that in mind. I'll remind you, as I make more videos. So sorry this one went a little long, but hopefully it's okay. You learned it. You made your homepage. You upgraded it. It looks sweet. And everything is coming along smoothly for you. If not, let me know. Ask me for help. Okay, see you on the other side.